Hello everyone and welcome to Cricket World TV. I'm Jim White, with me John Pennington, and we're now looking at the start of this much anticipated India against Australia series in India. It's a long series, I believe a 7-match series, and what a great start made by both teams, but in their own different ways. 1-1 after 2 games, and we're going to go through the 2 games now with John in a bit more detail. John, the first game?
Vadodara Sunday. This series opened with some fireworks really, most of them coming from Australia to start with. 292 for 8, 4 men scored half centuries, Ricky Ponting leading the way, Michael Hussey made 73, and when India were 201 for 7, we all thought, well, that's surely game over. Mahendra Singh and Praveen Kumar had other ideas. They came out to smash the ball to all parts, stunning hitting from them. They put on 74 in 59 balls to haul India up. They needed 9 from the last over. Peter Siddle got to Harbhajan Singh's second ball. That was pretty much game over. But a great rearguard action and a good rally, but they didn't quite have enough, and they were left with a little bit too much to do, so they lost by just 4 runs.
Well, a very tight game there, but with the late hitting there from the late order, the momentum was obviously with India as they went into the second game, and how much they used it.
Well, it wasn't for 2 reasons, as you say, the late hitting, so they almost sort of won the last 10 overs, if you like, and of course Australia lost Brett Lee and James Hopes to injury, so they're having to juggle their resources. They've called in Moses Enriquez. He's going to be joining up in time for the 3rd game in Delhi. And 2 sides moved on to Nagpur. India were invited to bat on a belter, and they proceeded to rack up 354 for 7, which is one of the very, very high score indeed. Mahendra Singh Dhoni broke a record. 124 was not only his first century in just shy of 4 years against an established one-day international team, but it was also the highest score by an Indian captain against Australia. Gautam Gambhir gave him good support, making 75. Suresh Raina came at the end and blasted 62 in just 50 balls. Also a mention for Virender Sehwag. He made 40 at the top of the order very, very quickly, just gave Gambhir and Dhoni time to settle. That was quite important in the end. Not quite all bets are off at the halfway stage, but Australia don't have a great record of chasing over 300, and they struggled to be bowled out for 255.
It is, we're just saying there, I think it's 4 now from 13 games, and they've actually managed to get over the winning line, if you like. But they make a reasonable fist of it, but did fall 99 runs short.
Yeah, they just kept on losing wickets really. I mean, Michael Hussey again played nicely, he scored 53. I think only 2 of their batsmen didn't get double-figure scores, but they needed a triple-figure score, and there were some bigger double-figure scores. India bowled nicely, did what they had to do, kept the pressure up. Ravi Jadeja, very impressive left-arm spin, picked up 3 for 35, and Ishant Sharma 2 for 34.
I think what has been noticeable here is that the Indian bowlers are bowling straight, not necessarily overly quick, but just seam up and just wobbling the ball around, a little bit of in-duck, a little bit of a waist swing. I think again Ricky Ponting getting caught a bit on the crease, again LBW. I think he'll be looking to kick on and try and get something back for Australia in the next game.
That's right, well they've got 3 days to sort of recoup, and they may be able to call on Brett Lee. James Hopes will probably not be fit until the 4th match in Mahai, but Brett Lee back would be a huge boost because they struggled at times in the field, and particularly with the ball not really getting the Yorkers in the right place, so that would be a big boost if they could have him back. And
also with these day-night games, of course, the important thing here is there's a lot of dew on the ground, and the team batting second, to an extent you think would have an advantage. A very slippery ball, not easy to control, but as it is, they've actually found it's easy, not easier, but they bowl very well with it.
It also depends on how they start. I mean, Australia were very quickly 40 for 3. Now that was before any dew had come into the equation. By that time, Ponting admitted that was pretty much game over. So if the team gets off to a good start, then the dew factor works full. If they get off to a poor start, then it doesn't matter if it's a day game, day-night game, or all-night game. You're not going to win the game chasing 350 and 40 for 3. So it's a little bit of a balance. Both captains would have bowled first.
Absolutely.
Dhoni's probably pleased that he didn't.
Okay, well that's 2 games gone in the 7-match series. Where do we move to next?
Delhi.
Delhi next.
Saturday.
Good. Well, it'll be a very exciting game. Both sides now all to play for. It's 1-1 in the 7-match series in India between Australia and the host India, and we look forward to seeing you again on Cricket World TV.